Okay, this is going to be going over our ZT68 unit with you. We'll start here. You open this container. These doors are all protected with a lock on the handles. Come over here. This is the master switch, which also will accept a padlock. So if you have a job site that you want to leave it out on, you feel free to leave it out there by locking and putting a lock on here. No one can get to it. This is your emergency motor, so if the diesel motor ever stops working, you can still get down from the ground to the ground. This is your battery. This is your Rexroth valves and your coils. It's electric over hydraulic. Here we have your fuel filters. Under this cabinet, you have your hydraulic tank, which houses your hydraulic filter. Here we have your diesel fuel tank, which that too has a locking cap on it. So if you need to leave this machine out on the job, you have security for it. Here we have the master control panel. You take the key, it does nothing. If you have the emergency switch pushed in, it does nothing. The emergency switch has to be pulled off for any functions to work. We suggest that you function these major groups here before you get up in it and fly it with you in there. In order to do so, you need two hands, because you need one to hold this down and the other to, there's your boom going up. Now when the booms come down or it has any opportunity to come into contact with anyone, if there's an audible alarm. Okay, and same with the rotation. The machine's rotating, it has an audible alarm. So anytime the machine comes into physical contact with someone, it puts out an audible alarm. Put on the audible alarm. Here's your counterweight. As you can see, whenever the key is on, you have a flashing light going. Come over to this side. This is your engine compartment. Again, locked handles. This particular unit here has a 2.2 liter Deutz motor in it. Very dependable. Pretty much if you do the maintenance on them, you take care of it, it will take care of you. Say that you should ever have a problem where you need to get to the other side of the motor. Simple enough. You take this bolt out here, the whole motor assembly rotates out. It is on a pin on the inside there. We have your Rexroth pumps. There's two stages of the pumps. We have a pilot filter, your hydraulic filter. This would be your ECM for the Deutz motor. This would be your swivel, your rotation motor, I'm sorry. Your swivel is in the center of the machine, so you can do a 360-degree radius without having to worry about twisting the hoses out of it. This here is going to be your level for the machine. This will keep you out of getting yourself in trouble. If the machine gets out of level, that will only let you go so far, and it will lock you out of the machine. There's an override button on the control basket. You have 7 seconds of movement to get yourself corrected before anything bad can happen. This particular unit is 2-wheel drive. It comes with 35-inch tall tires on it, and they are foam-filled tire due to the fact, A, it's a ballast for the machine, and B, nobody wants to work on a machine with a flat out in the mud. These tires will not get flats. So you got that, and you also have about 12 to 14 inches of ground clearance on this machine. You can hear the alarm going right now because I have the key on and the power switch on. It's easily turned off here. We have your booms. It's a 3-piece extension boom. You got your main boom, secondary boom, third boom. And you also have this stinger boom, which is adjustable. It goes up and down. It changes. You can add another 5 feet onto where your working area is. They use a surrounded cat track. The aluminum tube here is sealed with your hoses and your wires to keep them from being damaged. Come over to the basket. We've got a full-size door. Here you have your controls. Again, without the master switch, the machine will do nothing. Pick up your master switch, simply start the machine, and as you can tell, this machine will do absolutely nothing. You have zero controls unless you stand on the dead man. Once you stand on the dead man, you'll hear the RPMs accelerate, and you now have controls of your machine. And same. If you're going up, you don't get an alarm, but if you're coming down in a downward motion, you'll get an alarm. If you're in a rotating motion, you get an alarm. Everything's basically the same as what you saw up there. You got a rheostat here to slow everything down or speed everything up. You're getting it up on the tighter spaces and you're really close to something you don't want to bang off it. Just simply turn the hydraulics down. It makes it a much smoother, easier to handle. You don't have to try to feather it quite as much. It does it for you. Turn it off here when you're done. This is closable, so it keeps your controls out of the weather. All your books and such are in here for all your operators and your parts, and everything that you need to know about this machine is located inside this case.